What is going on, everyone, and well met, fellow adventurers. This is the Revelry, a show dedicated to the love and passion that we share for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Before we get started, we're going to take a little time to introduce ourselves and our experience with the game so far, and things that you can expect from the channel in the future.
I'm Logan. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons since I was probably 12, 13 years old. Started with 3.5 and fell off for a little while as I got older, and then I met a group of people, primarily Joseph here, who was just as passionate about D&D as I was. Passionate, yeah. And then from there we started this going on 5-year-long campaigns, plural. I'm a DM in one campaign. And Joseph's the DM in another campaign, and as we continue on, we'll sort of give more light into our different play styles and everything as DMs. But I love Dungeons and Dragons. I've been doing it for a long time, and I'm looking forward to this.
My name is Joseph, and I've been playing D&D for the same amount of time as he has. Started out playing one game with this kid in our neighborhood back when I was like 10, 12 maybe. It was a game of 3.5. Played it once with my brother here, and we had a fantastic time. We never played it again though, but I had never not wanted to not play D&D. So when I met Logan, found out he also played D&D. We came up with the idea of maybe trying to get a group of people to play D&D with us, and we succeeded. And like you said, we've been DMing 2 different campaigns for almost 5 years. It's been a lot of fun. We have the same group of people in both campaigns. They just play 2 different characters for each one. So it's to help keep everything separate. But yeah,
And it's also very fresh because you guys can take your time to play a character, and then while you're playing this character, take some time away from your campaign, and think of new things, new adventures to take us on, and stuff like that. So you never really get burned out,
right?
Because you always come back to being a player, and then you also get the experience of the DM as well. So that's very cool. I'm Nick, and I've been playing D&D for about 5 years. Which is crazy because I never thought that it would go on this long. And I think we're very lucky to have a close group as we do, because I know it's very hard to find a group that sticks together for a long time. So we're very lucky, and we're very thankful that we have this outlet to express ourselves and have fun. D&D is a fun game, and we just want to share that with you guys. And so my past experience with the game is, like Joseph said, he's my brother, by the way, so we are related, and Logan is our brother as well.
Yes. We are also related.
But I was a young boy, I was a young lad, and I was a dwarf paladin, a mighty dwarf paladin with a thick beard. But I don't remember his name. I was too young to even comprehend, besides hitting a goblin with my hammer. I don't even know if they had smite back then. I can't even remember. I don't even remember the rules of 3.5. But I remember that it was fun, and I remember that I had an awesome time. This was around the time that the Lord of the Rings trilogies were coming out, and everyone wants to be that character, that hero. And so when I was really young, D&D showed me that you can be this person that you think of yourself in your head. And so since then, took our time away from it, never thought that I would play it again until my brother came up to me and said, "Hey, how would you feel about playing?" And I was thrilled. I was super excited to play. Take my ideas from Skyrim and all these other RPGs and MMOs that we've played across the years, and get to live them out in this fantasy world. And hopefully to a long line of future games, future D&D campaigns.
Definitely.
Now that that's out of the way, we're gonna explain some of the things that we're gonna do in the future, some video ideas, so that you guys can come along on this journey with us. We have a few segments that we want to run on this channel. Some of them being things like discussions, tips on being a better DM and a more engaged player. Painting. I paint a lot of miniatures. All these miniatures that you see here usually were painted by me, except the Dwarven Forge. That's, that other guy. But painting tips. I'm by no means a good painter, but it's just a fun thing to do, especially when, no one else in the group does it. So, yeah. There's that, and then we have, like I said, tips, discussions on upcoming books, our Unearthed Arcana. I think we're going to do a review on Tasha's Cauldron when it comes out in the coming months, so that should be fun. Haven't seen anything from the book. So,
I'm quite excited about that.
Yeah. Do you guys have any segments or topics that you'd want to explain?
I think one of the things that we're going to do, I don't know about the rest of the DMs out there, but one thing that I love to do is create memorable NPCs. I love injecting them into my campaign because it allows me, even though I do switch off every month, it allows me to interact with my party on a on a more personal level. And so one of the segments that I think we'd like to do is where we come up with NPCs, and not just NPCs that we're running now, but possibly future NPCs that we might use later down the road, and fleshing out their whole backstory, and these things are certainly something that y'all can use as well in your games. And if you have NPCs that you guys have fallen in love with, we'd love to hear about them.
Definitely.
Because NPCs are they hold a special place in my heart as a DM, just because of their versatility and the way that the party can fall in love with them. So that's one segment that I think we're going to do. I don't know if we have a name for it yet or not, but that's something that
we'll definitely find
figure it
something
out.
to do.
Yeah.
We'll
Don't
figure
worry
it
about
out.
that.
Yeah.
So one of the segments that we had talked about was that I used to be an art student. Not a very good one, but I used to be one.
He's being modest.
And so we were thinking of maybe doing a segment where I can do some character portraits of all of our different characters, our NPCs, maybe even some settings that we've envisioned in our heads, me and Logan.
Yes.
Maybe some of the home worlds some of our characters come from, because we both run homebrew campaigns. We don't run any campaigns that have we interject a little bit of the Wizards of the Coast Forgotten Realms into our games every now and then with like the different gods. Some locations, some prime characters such as Strahd and things of that nature, but most of it is it's our brainchild. So it would be cool to get a visual on what the different things that we try and explain.
I think everybody who plays D&D wants to have their character drawn to and looking like a complete badass. So that's going to be awesome.
So in closing, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but we hope that you, the viewers, whoever you are out there in the internet, you enjoy what we have to offer, because speaking for myself and hopefully for the other two here, D&D is a passion. I mean, it's something that we do every Monday night for 3 to 4 hours, and we've been doing it for 5 years almost. And we want you to see how much we love this game and how much it influences our lives. I mean, we're gonna nerd out on this. For sure.
Straight gushing.
Yeah, definitely. So just we just really hope that you like what you see, and if you have any constructive criticism, we would love to hear it, or any ideas of things that you'd like to see.
Yeah, we definitely love to take your ideas and run with them to add on top of ours, because that would be awesome. This is the Revelry, and you can expect to see us a lot. So we're going to be coming out with some D&D content for you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And until then, we'll see you guys out there. Take care.
See you later.
See you.
So we're just testing it right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
My
I just wanted to get that out.
Jesus fuck.
Also, look into the lens. All right.
Yes, we won't.
It's all right to look at each other, but look at the
Should we see something?
All right.
Only you guys are gonna see that shit.
Get this unpainted bullshit out of the way.
What is going on, everyone? And welcome. Oh, fuck. Yeah. It always hits. Yeah, cool. So this is gonna be edited out.
I'm
obviously.
sweating so much.
I know
right
you.
now.
Why?
Calm down,
I
buddy.
don't know.
Calm down, buddy.
I'm
You're
just
good.
sweating like my nips. Look at this. Look at my boobs.
Keep that in. Keep that part in. That'll be the
It's your
blooper
nerves,
reel.
bro. It's your on-camera nervousness. Trust me, dude. It's like, oh, I'm so good, and then you press the red button, and you're like.
Logan, what's the login for your Netflix?
What do you think the login for my Netflix is?
I think this is
And I'll help you. Okay, so closing it out, we could. Oh, I just had something.
I just had something too, but I can't like iron it out right now in my head. We're gonna take a little time to introduce ourselves and our experience with D&D, and then we'll go ahead and get further into the video. So, if you want to go ahead and start, Logan.
I'm sorry. Say that again.